Alright, hell yeah. So this might be the hardest skill you can learn R1 rafting, and you'll never use it. But it actually shows you, okay, so when I paddle towards you, my boat is always angled like this. You know what I mean? This is where I'm at, this is how I'm going that direction. So if I'm paddling backwards, that's the skill we're gonna learn today. I need my boat, so now here's the front of my boat, and it's gotta be angled that way. So literally, and if I take a backward stroke, I need to pry this boat so it gets back to that angle. And this pry is it's maddening to do it backwards because it's going to be off the front of the boat. And it's hard, and if I do a strong backstroke, I'm totally now off angle. It ain't gonna work. Okay, so let's get back into position and see if I can do this. And it's fine to do a strong backstroke. I would just do it short and then get ready for a hell of pry. And so I kind of would start my boat just like this, because just like we go forwards, you know what I mean? Getting that pry to go that direction. Now we actually got some momentum going that direction, and now we can. But I gotta. There you go. Those are good pries. All right, hell yeah. Let's do that again. Alright, so what can this teach us about going forward? Well, it can teach us to keep this angle real tight. Like I say 50, maybe 30 degrees. Keep it between 30 and 15. And if I keep this angle right in here, I'm going straight towards you. So even when I'm not hardly paddling at all, that angle is always between 30 and 15. So let's do that again. Especially at a standstill. Like if I just want to paddle towards you right now, I best be getting about a 30-degree angle and then just making sure the front of my boat don't move. And so I do that with short paddle strokes. And even if I do bigger paddle strokes, keep it within 15 to 30. All right, that's enough. Okay, so now let's use those same techniques. And I should be able to start backwards paddling just from this angle. Okay, so there's your 15. Now you're just keeping it right in that 30 and 15. And this really teaches you, and heck yeah, now I'm even keeping it tighter. Keeping it just at 30. But hell yeah. So this technique really shows you I guess just the fundamentals of R1 rafting. Of why keeping that 30-degree angle is so important. So let's come your way. So I'm just gonna keep it. So I'm at a dead stop and do the same thing. Short, quick strokes. My boat never moves from 30. I can do longer strokes. My boat never moves from 30. So that's why so the same thing applies, whether you're teaching yourself how to just do this on your offside, which I am, or even doing it backwards. We're gonna set that angle at 30, take a short, quick stroke, and I better pry it out, and I better not lose that angle. Heck yeah. Now I can do kind of more normal strokes once I figured that out. All right, let's come back towards you. Oh, this is so cool, because this actually brings up a big mistake people do. Let's say you do start at a 30, but then your first stroke is just over here. Well, guess what? I have to bring this whole show back around. So, especially when you're at a dead stop, keep your paddle stroke short, keep that angle real tight. And even if it just feels like you're churning, churning the butter. After a while, I mean, especially, you'll figure it out that you're just like, oh, I'm just churning butter, but I am going in the direction that I want to go, and that's just enough juice to kind of get your boat plane and get over top speed. Yeah, because the mistake I did going backwards at the start was just like this. Well, let's just do too much of a stroke. Well, now I literally have to get the boat back to here, and all my momentum's lost, and I basically have to start over. But if I just do short strokes, never lose that 30-degree angle, then I can kind of open it up. All right, hell yeah, hell yeah. And maybe to close it out, it brings up the topic of you can't paddle more forward than the strength of your pry. If your pry's only this strong, well, you can't paddle that out at all. If that's all your pry is, you got to keep your boat here at a 30. And if your pry's only this strong to get it back, then this is where you be. You could paddle across the lake like this, just as long as you keep it within 15 and 30. All right, let's do that a couple more times. So yeah, I'll do a pry about, you know what I mean? We'll do a weak pry but a strong forward stroke. See, now I need to do like kind of 2 of these and get back. So the strength of your pry determines how long of a stroke you can do from stop. Because you think I can do just a full-on stroke? And we'll even start. I'm going to face the camera, do a full-on stroke, and see if I can end right there. All right, hell yeah. Because that's the strength of my pry is real strong. The strength of my pry is way stronger than my forward stroke. That's kind of the element that you want to get into with R1 rafting. And we'll do it one more time. And now I'm just going to keep it at this 30 where I want it. All right, hell yeah. And let's do everything textbook. And I'm going to try to sprint to the camera. And I think I want to be on a 30, do a quick pry right off the bat, and then haul ass towards you. All right, here we go. All right, let's do that one more time without doing a pry at the start. I mean, if that was a race and that's your first stroke into the water, that probably ain't going to be the fastest way to go. You're better off probably just doing a forward stroke. But let's try to get into the same position, and we'll race it out again. I'll try to get dead stop as possible. All right, here we go. All right, hell yeah. All right, thanks for joining me, and that's the video.